Alright, tonight we have a special edition of Breaking News. We will do a special edition of Breaking News only for this episode, and then tomorrow we have our regular episode coming back. Alright, so welcome back to Straight Hating Podcast!
Welcome back.
This is episode 102.
102.
Tonight's special edition Breaking News is brought to you by Straight Hating Fashion and More, an online store selling a new brand of merchandise called Straight Hating. Go check us out.
Check us out.
Cop the merch.
Cop the merch.
Go to straighthatingfashionandmore.com. That's straighthatingfashionandmore.com. Also, go to Facebook and go to Straight Hating LLC, and they'll also direct you to straighthatingfashionandmore.com. All right, I'm your host, AC.
All right, AC.
And joining me tonight is my lovely co-host, Tasha Mack.
You already know it's Tasha Mack. Holla back. So when you say my name, make sure you say it completely. That's Tasha Mack. Holla back. Let's go.
All right. So today's special news, special edition of Breaking News. And listen, we have to talk about the obvious that's going on right now. So we were talking about surviving 2025 politics. That's and current events that's going on right now. This is week 29 of the Orange Man's so-called golden age. And in this period, beginning right now as we speak, the Orange Man deployed the National Guards to D.C. and began to take over D.C. as we speak. We have National Guards by the drones. We have a whole bunch of them walk through the neighborhoods, talking to people, walk up to people, asking them while they sit on their own steps, asking them to show their IDs and stuff, and walk up down the streets in groups and drones. Monday he announced this. Today is Tuesday, right? Monday he announced this. Monday morning, he said he will be taking over DC and federalizing the DC police. So he has federalized the DC police. He said he would do that. He's talking about cleaning up DC and get rid of all the homeless people. Just getting rid of them. Tell them to get out of the way. Get out of the area of DC. He say he's going after criminals. And he also said he found a police. Let's see. Let me get this correct. He said all the homeless people need to leave, and he's going after all criminals. He also said he's fine with the police officers beating people. So if people confront them or anything, they are allowed to beat them and hit them and everything. He plans to start in D.C. and then go to every Democratic state, in every city, Baltimore, New York. He mentioned Baltimore and New York. He also mentioned quite a few states as well, and cities as well, that he definitely could be going into. He wants to start taking over each state. So the first state he has, or it's not even a state, so he has D.C. because he has more control of D.C. They did try to stop him, but they couldn't stop him from doing so. So right now the mayor and whatnot is working with him, at least trying to figure out what's going on without pushing too many or causing an issue or something. But they are now in D.C. and big groups, big large numbers, going up and down the street. This is what we talked about months ago. That they're gonna have, and they had the National Guard and the police and their ICE people walking around just in groups, going up and down the streets, going to people's towns, going to the black neighborhoods, and questioning people why they sitting on stoop. And they say, well, I saw the guys sitting in this video. These guys are just recording them and sitting on their steps. And they ask them, you got your ID? Your ID? We don't need no ID. Just to sit on the stoop. They're talking about there's no cigarettes or drinking any beers or anything outside. This is the same thing. They're probably talking about looking for criminals. And they sat there and try to explain to the people, we're looking for criminal stuff. Dude, they're sitting on their stoop watching you and recording you. There's no criminals there. Or you should have. How would criminals look, first of all? How would they find criminals? By walking around the neighborhood. Criminals look like, do criminals have a certain look? Because they're right now in the black neighborhoods. And also, not just black neighborhoods, walking up down the streets. So, if you're looking for criminals, and you have no names of any criminals, or any context, or any information about criminals, how do criminals look? How are you going to find these criminals? By walking up to everybody, questioning them, asking for IDs, and disturbing them when they're not doing anything. This is going on right now in D.C. as we speak. It started Monday, and today is Tuesday. And this is now, we are 29 weeks in since he took office. Only 29 weeks. This is August. In fact, today is August the 11th, August 12th. This is August 12th.
It's about 7 months.
Tuesday. So he got in January, this is about 7 months. You know, when you talk about YT culture, this is YT culture. And this is not to say anything bad about other YT people, because I'm assuming everybody's not bad. And I do like all races. But this culture is YT culture. If you look at the European culture, far as back in the medieval times and everything, they will see. He needs a castle. So the area that he has in D.C., he's going to try to make it like a castle, and have all the perimeter enclosed and policed and secured. So if anything anybody try to come after him, there's no way to come to him or talk to him or anything without going through his castle perimeter. Now it starts with D.C., and then it goes to different other major cities, as he said he will do. But this is ground zero. This is the first test go around of this plan. So this is ground zero. He actually started in California when he did it. But now, he got through there. Now he's taking it home. He went to D.C. Now he's making it more open. And they're literally down there just harassing people. Literally. I saw many clips, many first-hand stuff. I've seen a lot of stuff already. And they're literally just going to people in groups and just walking around like they're lost. They're walking around the streets like they're lost. Like, what do we do? Look what we do. What do we do? They have no one is guiding them, leading them, or telling them what they need to do. They look like they don't have no idea what they're doing, except what they was told by the Orange Man about what laws they have, what they could do. That's what they steadily telling people as they confront them. So it starts this way. And it's so far, no one's really been hurt as of yesterday and today. But that's just so far. Because right now they have nothing to do. They're walking around literally in groups and look confused of what they're doing and stuff. But it's about to ramp up because it's going to get ugly. So California was the test, was the true test. Now D.C. is ground zero, how everything's going to start being deployed. Now this is the exact same thing they did in Germany when the Nazis, when they went, the military, the police was going through this door to door looking for Jews, and people were hiding Jews, and they were like, "Where you are? Get out of here! We're here!" And then they had times people had to get out the streets for certain time periods, and they beat people and stuff, and they go through people's houses and stuff. This is exactly what they did with the Nazis in Germany. This is what they did in many times in Roman history when they trying to take over certain cities. This is what they did in England culture and history when they tried to take over different areas and call it theirs. This is the culture. We're living it in 2025, and it's only been 7 months, 29 weeks. Something has to be done, because he will come to South Carolina, but he's going to all Democratic states first. South Carolina is a Republican state. He said it. We're going to all Democratic states. We're going to all major cities. Looking for crime in the black communities. There will be pushback in certain cities. There will be a lot of pushback. And there will be a lot of, what do you call it? When they call it riots and whatnot. This is what they start. This is how it starts. You start locking down cities, locking down states and stuff, locking down countries, and then start putting time zones, time periods, say, yeah, I can't be out a certain time period. What do you guys say about this?
This is horrifying. This is not what I call making America great again. Not in this fashion, not in this form, not in this way. There's better ways to go about it. Like, this totally being out there, being in the opening, it makes me feel like you want people, or our president want people to fear him. And it's one thing that he's forgetting. Majority of the people who do have faith and who do believe, they only fear one man, or one person that is not man, and not made by man, and that is God. So, in my opinion, you thinking your tactics is working, but they actually are not. You steady getting the backlash, you steady having negative ratings, your approval level of the world, your percentage is down. Like, you don't even care. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do what you want to do, what you want to do. And even though I didn't vote for you, you became president. So in my humble opinion, I thought that you probably would help change something for the better good. Because you are now president, so, you know, I got to be like, okay, let's hope he do something with that. Even though in my head, I was like, no, that's why I didn't vote for you. But for the people that voted for you, I thought that you would make them proud. But you even got them mad. You even got them pissed off. And the fact that you have them pissed off should show you something. Because they will die hard. And now they're scared they're going to die hard or unalive hard because of your tactics. How can you not see this is not going great? I mean, what is your accomplishment What are you trying to accomplish? Let me say it like that. What are you trying to accomplish? You already been the richest man in the world. Like, you have power. The people done voted you back in again. Why are you trying to be higher than God? No matter what you do, no matter what you try to do, you will never get there. And if you think that they're going to worship you, guess what? In your head, that's not going to be enough because you want everybody to worship you. Everybody don't even worship God. So how you think you're going to be higher than him? I would love for everybody to worship God, but everybody don't. So how you think you're going to be higher than him? And then you're going to come after everybody from the Democratic Party. That's separation. Then you're going to come after different races. Separation. Why are you trying to take this country back in time when we are trying to go forward? This is not America being great again.
Well, that's their term of being great again. Go back to the time zone where no one else, and they said it many times. I've heard YT people say this many times. The part that was great again when YT people had full control. That means other people were oppressed. So here's other things that's happening within these 29 weeks. There's a current war going on in Texas between Democratic parties and Republicans over drawing new lines to change district lines for voters, called gerrymandering. So basically, they're going to start in Texas first and then go to different states, do the same thing, but it has to work in Texas first. So for those who don't understand, now gerrymandering is illegal. It is wrong. But they're doing it as we speak. That's when they change the lines of certain districts and to benefit them. Because every state and city has certain lines, say they call that districts. So each representative, they can represent that district of people. So they change the lines to make it funny looking, to make it uneven and whatnot, so they can, not that the voters can have control of who they vote for, but for those who are running have more control of who's voting for them.
Newsflash, they already did that. That's how Trump won the election.
But instead, they're trying to take over Texas by getting rid of a few, I think he asked for 5 more seats. Those seats had black representatives in those seats. Now, if they change those seats in the districts, they won't be able to have those seats to make things even. Then you have more Republican seats. It won't be the Democratic seats, it'll be more Republican seats where they control the whole state, then do it to each state. So they're right now in war, right now. And people say, well, we don't look at the politics, we don't look at this. This stuff affects everything we do. Because the more states they control, the more stuff that's going to happen in D.C. going to be easy to happen in those states as well. He has more power in D.C. He doesn't have power on every other state yet. D.C. is not a state, so he has power in D.C. The United Other states, he has to get those power by elections and by districts and by more his Republican Party to be sitting in those seats.
But D.C. is not a state, but isn't that the capital of the United States?
That's the capital. So he's going to, in that capital, he's trying to take over the capital.
And that's the capital of America.
Right. He's going to take over the capital so that it become his stomping grounds, his fortress. Now,
is it not 3.5 years already?
Also,
Not time to
here's
revote.
what else is happening right now in the 29 weeks. By the end of August, there will be 154 Wally World stores. I won't say the real name of the store. They're not paying me.
Whatever, this is close.
Wally World, y'all know who that is, but it ain't the real name of the store. So the 154 Wally World stores will be closed down in 27 states due to the tariffs. By the end of August,
Oh, Lord.
154 Wally World stores in most states, in most cities that the Wally World is in, is the only store. Remember, as the years went by, when Wally World got bigger, that became the main source, the main store in some countries. I mean, some states, some cities.
I know another story I can share.
Now, some cities have other stores you can go to, but in some cities, that's the major store and the only store to get most of their stuff. So they got to go drive further to go to wherever they want to go now. So there's 154 Wally World stores that will be closing down in 27 states. There's 50 states. So more than half will lose those Wally Worlds.
I know another store y'all can go to with cheaper prices.
But also, go ahead.
Inbox me.
What you want to say? What do you want to say about that? About the Wally World stores?
It's a little bit sad, but I wasn't contributing to them no more because they took out the cashiers, and I always had to check myself out. So,
But what if that's the only? If you live in a city, we're blessed to have been in a city that we got more options.
Like,
What if we live in a city that's so.
I know another store
that
that is building and being popular, and then add on more stores.
But due to tariffs,
They can go shop it.
due to tariffs is the reason why it's coming down.
Yeah, I understand that. And I'm sorry that's Wally World. And I'm sorry Wally World might be gone. I hope not, because, they still got, prices. They still have everything that people need when the other stores don't have it. But they're going to give some of these other stores, that's building themselves up, a chance to make that money that Wally World is missing.
But here's the problem.
Being a businesswoman that I am.
Here's the problem. Building stores up right now with these tariffs is not an easy thing at all.
Yeah, but their tariffs with their taxes and their prices that they have right now, that's why they might go out of business, because their prices is already high. Maybe they bring their prices down and unfortunately put the tariffs on them because they have to, then their prices probably be reasonable. And they probably be able to stay in business.
The tariffs are making everything more expensive.
I know the tariffs is making everything more expensive. I work in a business. I seen the paperwork where I had to mark up prices, and the prices are being marked up just because of tariff. I am in no agreement with the tariff tax, and I hate that 27 Walmarts might be closing down.
154 Walmarts.
154 in 27 states or cities may be closed down.
No, we'll be closing down.
Well, we'll be closing down. But I work at another company who may or may not be kind of like in competition with Walmart. So that may benefit me
Wally World.
and my company, Wally World. So
All
this
right.
is why I can't talk, because I can't talk.
Here's another thing also. He just signed an executive order that would take your 401k, people who do 401ks
Oh, heck no.
and retirement plans. He just signed an executive order that would take your retirement plans and your 401ks and put it in an alternative asset,
Oh, heck no.
high risk alternative asset accounts. So, which gives it more risk and whatnot, and it will also be into Bitcoins as an option, and
All right. No.
these other markets, current markets that, now, I'm not quite sure.
Kind of go back to the mattress.
For my research that I did, it was kind of a little bit vague, but I'm not understanding if it's going to be a mandatory. Well, it's going to be mandatory to put in, because 401ks are not going to private parties. All 401ks and retirements are not going to be handled by private companies.
Oh, you messing with
Or
people money,
so,
bruh.
but I'm not sure if it's just going to be an option, additional option, because it said that a little bit, but it was like a little more, wasn't clear. A little bit option that you can choose to have your funds diversified in those different options, or that it's once you choose those packages, it's going to be already in those options, but how much you're going to put it in may be a factor. But again, executive order was just signed. That will affect your retirement plans, but it won't go into effect until 2026 when people start seeing the effects of it. So that's around the election time, the election year. So we got to see with that.
Yeah, but even if it might be around his election time, election year, or whatever, if he already has stuff set in stone, whether he get voted back in or not, even though he shouldn't be.
Not him voted back in. This is elections for midterm.
Midterm elections. Lord Jesus.
And which is very important. 2026 is going to be very, very important for midterms.
I don't know what no more. Like this is too much in 7 months.
Okay, that's something. Here's this. Look at this. Check this out.
Shut.
The orange man wants to change he's looking for a way to change the legal age from 18 to 14.
So when the Epstein files come out, then you
bingo.
Is that what we doing?
He's looking for a way.
I know that's a lie.
To legalize, change the legal age from 18 to 14.
This is not back in the days.
So, bingo. Hey, that means
people were forced to do that, and
that means young boys will be criminalized at 14, and young women will be able to be married at age 14.
So why you doing that, Ma? You might as well just skip middle school altogether. They go to kindergarten, then they go to high school. That's what we're doing. Just cut high school, and you graduate at 8th grade and 7th grade. You can graduate, be on with your life, get married, have kids, and.
If we discuss
but you still gotta have a work permit at 16.
No, the legal age is 14 to work. But
okay,
guess what?
So y'all teaching these kids how to count.
When he changes the legal age, it'll be 14. So guess what? That means
how to write it correctly.
If they are making America great again and going back into time, that will put us also back in time.
So y'all can look at young girls and old people can look at young boys at 14 years old when they going through puberty trying to figure out who they are and who.
This is the
y'all can come on to them and it's okay.
This is the original culture of the Europeans and the Romans.
Y'all can wipe them up. You 35, they're on 50-something years old, and you want you a younger, and you can go with a 14-year-old.
Well, that was the original back in the day.
This is not that going back in the day. Even back in the day, it was wrong.
That was
and it was stupid. That's why it got changed. Are you serious? Are you really serious right now? Okay, let me breathe. Cause I'm about to cry, y'all. I'm an emotional person, but when I cry, I be ready to fight. Whew.
Instead,
that's just so stupid, yo. Really?
There's more, and there's more. Instead of releasing the Epstein files as he promised his his people,
His followers.
his followers, his cult
Not even
followers.
quotation marks. His followers. The stupid ass people that voted his ass in.
The Orange Man,
Excuse my language. Ooh, Lord, I'm cursing.
this Orange Man released the files of Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination.
Right.
Instead of
Like you doing us a favor.
releasing
I mean, thank you, but
the Epstein files, the Orange Man said they need to investigate President Obama for the 2016 election. He started to get the investigation going.
2016, 10
The
years ago.
2016
Why did
election.
you worry about this man? Why this man living rent free in your head?
Instead of releasing the Epstein files, he made a suggestion, which they are working on it now, that cane sugar, sugar cane sugar would be in the Coca-Cola products instead of regular.
Are you talking
sugar.
about this regular like cane sugar, the cane stick with the sugar in it, or are you talking about the cane sugar, the product? Cane sugar that we used to have back in the days that had a little molasses in it.
Well,
Are you just talking about the bamboo, like it's kind of like coming in a bamboo stick, but it's cane sugar.
I only know one cane. There's only one cane. Unless
I just gave you two.
that's not two different things, the same thing.
I mean, it's the same thing, but one is a manufacturer and one is something that you grow in fields.
Okay, you gotta grow in the fields, and then manufacture it to put it in anything. So it's the same product.
No, it ain't, because when they manufacture it, they put other products in it to make it taste to the taste that they want to taste. The regular cane sugar is regular. It don't have any extra ingredients in it. So like I said, it's two different things.
All right, they're gonna put cane sugar in Coke instead of regular sugar. So when this came, he suggested this several times. So the Coke company stated what they're gonna do is have two options. Instead of just changing it all together, they're gonna give you two options. They're working on it. Have one for cane sugar Coke, and the other one the regular processed sugar Coke as we have now. So they're working on have two options instead of just getting rid of the one option. They're gonna have two options for you. So that's because he suggested it heavily. He heavily suggested it.
Is this just cane sugar or this pure cocaine? Pure cocaine.
Now you do know, for history's sake, y'all do know the original Coke product had cocaine. Cocaine in it. Had cocaine in the product. So that was the original Coke product. Some of you who don't know that. Some of y'all don't know that. That's how we got the name Coke, first of all. Because it actually had Coke in it. Colombian
on the
Coke.
street, allegedly.
No, that's true. That's facts. It had Coke in it. It was produced with Coke.
I know, but
Coke.
I wasn't there.
It was produced. All you got to do is look it up.
I did, but that don't mean
It was. It is true. It was produced with cocaine plants, but then as time went by, they subtracted the cocaine product from it, and then kept it as with the regular sugar part. That's when you had Coca-Cola, then it turned to Coke. When there was Coca-Cola, that's when it had the Coke in it. The original version of Coca-Cola.
But then they took the Coke out and just kept the name Coke.
Yeah. So now, if you really look at Coke products and Pepsi, Coke, Pepsi, all those stuff that have that we call it that
the fizz,
the fizz and all that acid form in there. If you pour that on something like a
battery,
or penny,
eroded battery,
or a penny or coin, anything like that.
Poor piece of pork chop and stuff like that. You see,
or put it on the table, and let something sit in it, whatever.
You can clean with it. You can clean, and you can actually
you can clean with it. That's my point. I said put it on the table.
You can clean with that Coke. You know what I'm saying? Get your Coke out.
All them acid stuff that's in there, acid materials in it. That's
They
why.
still clean with it.
That's
to
why I
this
don't
day.
drink it,
So,
right?
like,
Because think about it. Something so strong like that.
Like, maybe you should drink so they clean your
If you
insides out.
put it in a cup, a little something on top of something, and put something in it, it changes it. It eats it up. It changes it. It's like
That's why I stopped drinking sodas.
because and think about it. And then you drink that every day, right? Think we drink every day, from your mouth to your throat to the stomach, everything.
Yes.
All that acid.
Esophagus.
It's eating up everything going down here to your stomach and the intestines coming out. It's like
Into your anus.
what the hell are you?
Woo,
Why the hell
child.
you drinking this? It's like
You wanna
it's
talk
like
about-
Clorox, right? It's like you drink it.
Hey, you should have used that for Corona.
You might as well just drink Clorox.
For the coronavirus. You
If you
could have drank Coke.
y'all keep
for the
drinking Coke
coronavirus.
products and Pepsi, all that acidy stuff, the one with
Yeah, I
the
just
strong
got a
acid.
shot. My arm hurt.
Y'all might as well just go ahead and drink Clorox because that's exactly what y'all doing to your body slowly. Just take some.
But Clorox nasty. At least they get a better taste with Coke.
Just take it and shake it up like this,
But,
right?
But yo,
This
then
shit
you put it on
slows.
a battery
Right.
that is eroded, and it would clear all that erosion.
Yeah, it would clear it.
But-
Definitely.
Pepsi do it. They say Pepsi too, but I
Pepsi got the
tried
same-
Pepsi, but
got the same
Pepsi
accent.
didn't work.
Like Coke.
It didn't work like
But
that.
it still has
Let me
that-
tell you, that was
it-
pure
it still has
cocaine.
that acid.
Pure cocaine.
Also, before the
Woo.
preseason began, it's the same time period.
No, a preseason.
The Orange Man had threatened
I know he ain't threatening no NFL.
the
but I
DC
said that.
Commodores
Aw.
to change their names back to the Redskins.
Really?
He said,
You want them to change their name
he
back to
said,
the racist name?
you're not getting no money for your stadium until you change your name back to the Redskins.
Them people felt like that was racist, and so that's why the name was changed.
So they fought it, they made it work, and they succeeded, and they're keeping their name as for right now. So they raised their money, they got the money raised for the stadium, and they got stuff done. But he tried to block all that done, block the money from the stadium to build and everything.
I mean, we
So
all know them as the formerly Skins.
they're the phony known
But at the
as.
same time, like ain't nobody sitting here be trying to be like the Commanders. But I don't want them to change their name back because you look at the picture and like you hear the story, it is racist. It is racist. You know, if the Indians are saying like they feel racist, like feel like it's racist towards them, then like make a change because like they wouldn't want playing football.
Well, I've had.
Cause it would have been a team named the Blackskins. No, we'd have had to change that name. We'd have had to change it to something. You can keep the word black, but skins, nah.
They still call us the N-word. Hell, we call ourselves the N-word.
And you definitely wouldn't be calling us the team, the black, no.
Well, they should have gotten rid of the damn N-word.
They're supposed to,
Now
but they
now
can't.
now they shortened it up, calling it the Y.
They can't get
They
rid of
call it
the
young
N-word
men.
because we can't get
They
rid
call
of
it
the
young
N-word.
men and young boys the YNs,
YNs.
which is stupid.
But according to that, they like, and then they got a ninja, like the ninja.
Ninja
they
and
using
ninja
the
sign.
ninja emoji.
You ninjas or you YNs.
And
Yo,
I was like,
why
okay,
not say?
ninjas, hi, yeah.
why not say young
I'm trying to
brothers?
take that as hard, but at the
YBs.
same time, nah. That's,
When I call them
that's
YBs,
close to-
young
that's
brothers.
close to that word.
Or young black brothers, YBB instead of YN, because it's so cool, it's so hip. YNs, and guess what?
But that's.
Then you got other cultures saying the
that's
same
my generation
thing.
too,
Look at them
because, like,
YNs.
But we saying
Look
YG.
at
I
them
mean, like,
ninjas.
I just literally got YT like two weeks ago.
You didn't know what it meant?
Nope.
Well,
I said YT.
that's because you can't say certain stuff. 'Cause we're not trying to get shut down. We're not trying to get shut down. So, I have
Now,
this.
Trash, we better stop talking about Trump because you know they done shut
I
down
didn't. Mike
that.
was saying his name. It's Orange Man.
The Orange Man. Shit.
All right.
Cause
All right. Okay.
you know Stephen Colbert, he done got shut down. Jimmy Fallon next and Kimmel. They going for them talk show hosts that against Trump. Now Jimmy Kimmel, he being all nice, cause he's scared he gonna get shut down. That's messed up.
We had to do a special
Freedom of
edition
speech. What happened to it?
because this is going on right now. It'll have been too much to cover on a regular episode. So, in fact, we were actually planning to do the regular episode tonight, but because of this breaking news and information that's going on, it's going on right now, people.
Yeah.
So we had to do it.
You know how hard it was to not talk about the fabulous Cowboys, even though like we lost our preseason game. That's all right. We waiting for Philly.
Say that for tomorrow. That's gonna be the next episode for
Waiting
tomorrow.
for you, Philly.
We're gonna talk about that episode and stuff like that. But we had to break the news because listen, everybody should be concerned. It's time for black people, white people, everybody stand together who are really know what the history is about and not trying to go back in past to really do something. At least we gotta figure something out. Sitting back ain't gonna do it.
America is not gonna stand up together unless something happened to in America. The only time that America all stood together was unfortunately when the trade towers went down and everybody was united. And I hope and I pray to God that it doesn't take nothing that drastic and that horrible and that just unfortunately kind of incident to happen for us to come together. We're asking y'all right now, even though we straight hating. We just straight hating on the BS. We never straight hating on the love.
And the crazy part about
come together, y'all. Come on. Wake up. Wise up.
Here's the crazy thing about it. If you still a cult follower, because I saw a disturbing clip today. There's some black churches that have MAGA, that's filled with MAGA people, and they were praising, including the pastor and the whole congregation. They had the MAGA hats on in church, and they was praising the Orange Man during his service. Talking about praise him, no, they got
paid to do that, bro.
And this was in a black church.
They got paid to do that.
When I saw it, I only could see. I only could think back in times when they made people or instructed people. You know, when we went to church, or the church type areas back in slavery time periods, we were forced to do so in many events, because in fact that was the only time that we actually could unite together, because we would always work and doing stuff. You know, have you ever thought about it? Those preachers who was preaching the word that was given them by their master, they didn't read no damn Bibles, because you were lynched and beaten and unalive if you read anything. Where did they get the word from? Now we did see Bibles were open and used and preached but by the slave owners and by the slave workers who were unaliving, torturing the slaves, because every time they would read a couple of passages in it before they carry out their mission to beat, whip, or unalive, or maim. Each person that they did these things to, they would preach the word to them and some scripture to them as they were doing it. But what amazes me, when the black culture, when we went into our own little areas and we preached to ourselves, black preachers, preached to the congregation, no one had books. They only had only had to listen to what the preacher said and to follow what he did. Now, we all made music, and we all made stuff that made us feel good in our side, in our inside and whatnot, to make us better and to make us get through the times. But what the hell was they preaching to us within slavery days when we couldn't read the Bible? We couldn't ask any questions. They read the Bible and say, don't ask no questions. They would think about it. They wasn't reading no damn Bible because they would be lynched if they could read any words. How are they teaching the Word of God from that Bible when they wasn't reading it? No one ever stopped to think about this stuff. But yet they were teaching it. They had people, our own people, to influence and keep people in line. But there were always groups of people that was not following that. And then they were the leaders, the true leaders, were taking people away from those groups of people, and it was making them enlightened and think and be ready to fight against their master and everything. But then, when they found out who those leaders were, every leader in every neighborhood, in every area, they always took them out. So they'd be weakened and then go right back to be a flock of sheep to those preachers who were led and given instruction by their masters. Don't fight, don't run away. Get back here, let's just pray. Let's pray. Don't fight, don't run away. A lot of people would have freed earlier if they knew they were slaves. Think about that. And what's happening today, 2025? Now we have Caucasian slaves. But their master is the orange man. But they don't call it slaves, it's a cult. Because they're willingly doing it themselves versus being forced to do so. Slaves were forced to be slaves. These cult leaders and cult people are actually voluntarily. If you're still following this guy after what's going on even today in DC, I said this in every episode so far. If you still follow this guy, you are a motherfucking fool. You are. You're no friend of mine. You're no friend of anybody's. You're no friend. You can't be trusted. And I want to end it on that. That you got something to follow with that. Did I say that for both of us?
No, you said what you said. I just ain't got nothing to follow. What he says what he said.
This is the special.
I say what I say. He's not responsible for what I say, and I'm not responsible for what he say. But we gonna say what we want to say and need to say.
Thank you, my supporters, for supporting my online store
Thank you
and podcast. Please continue to give me your feedback. I definitely appreciate it.
Yes.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll give you a shout out on an upcoming episode. In fact, before I continue, because we got a little bit of time, I'm going to come right back to this point. Let's do a shout outs. Let's run through these shout outs real quick before it's too late Time's coming down. Shout-outs. Shout out to Alejandra from TikTok.
Thank you.
Shout out to Lewis from TikTok.
Thank y'all for your everlasting watching.
Shout out Love and Wages from TikTok.
All right.
Shout out Rebda _ from IG.
Well, hello.
Shout out Gwendolyn.Morales.01 from IG.
Hello.
Shout out Angelique from TikTok.
Okay, Angelique, thank you.
Shout out Gail Warren 05943. No. Gail Warren 05943 from IG. Yeah, I just said that.
You said that
I
right.
said that.
You did that right.
Okay. Shout out Elliot Downs 956 from IG.
Thank you.
Shout out Gilmar Limos from TikTok.
Thank you.
Shout out Dewan Smith 88 from TikTok.
Dewan, what's up? Salute, soldier.
He's an actor, comedian, truck driver,
He's a truck driver.
and one of our guest co-hosts when we do have him on. He takes his performance on the road, performing at different locations. Go check him out.
Check him out.
And go book him.
Book him.
He performs, he does shows.
You want to laugh.
Go to TikTok, go to Dewan Smith 88. Let them know you heard it from us,
Straight hating.
from Straight Hating Podcast.
Okay.
Also, if you're looking for a
Yeah.
car, if you're looking for
I'm just
transportation,
Why not?
if you're tired of walking and catching the bus,
If you're tired.
here's a shout out to my main man, Tom Ellis.
Woo!
Go see Tom Ellis at Carolina Car Connection
Yes.
on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Make sure you look for the red and black logo.
Yes.
Tom Ellis, he will hook you up. He will also deliver the vehicles to you,
Okay.
depends on where you are.
Forget Carvana.
And he also will take care of you. You got cars, SUVs, trucks, golf carts.
Golf carts. You can ride in the street, on the sidewalk.
Bad credit, good credit,
Who will pick
perfect
you up like
credit.
that?
He will take care of you. These are not no junk vehicles. These are real vehicles.
I'm still driving mine.
Catch them on, go to Carolina
6
Car
years.
Connection on Facebook.
On Facebook.
On Facebook.
On Facebook.
On Facebook. Like his page. Tell him what you want, looking for.
So
He will
we
get
sent
you hooked up. Also,
We sent you now.
he's now on TikTok.
All
Look
right.
up Coach T3. That's Coach T3 on TikTok.
And that's T with 2 E's.
That's COACH, capital TEE, the number 3. Coach T3 on TikTok.
On TikTok.
He will take care of you, Mr. Tom Ellis.
All right now, well, bruh.
All right, back to our closing and ending because we are now finished. 102, episode 102.
102.
This was a special edition,
Special edition.
and it also was the breaking news. All right, so
That
don't
was
forget.
breaking news, y'all.
Yeah, that was
I was
breaking
about to
news.
break.
That was breaking news. This is
I
going on
thought-
right now. This stuff's going on right now, y'all.
Stuff happening in DC is bad.
And it was brought to my attention
Y'all know that where we dwell.
that some people don't look at the news and stuff. They're too busy.
Or they're too busy. They're just busy at work.
Right. But
And
this
by the
stuff
time
that
they
you
come
have
home,
to know what's
some of the
going
news
on.
be done going on,
Right.
and all they can do is lay down because they're trying to make this paper because of the dangle tariff.
Right.
They have to work hard to pay to get extra money so they can buy just groceries for their family.
Say it! Say it!
So we can't see the news, but we can see clips and stuff whenever we can catch up.
Right.
But some of us are not able to see it every day.
Every
So
day.
that's why the Straight Hating Show is a great show to
Straight
watch.
Hating
Because
Podcast.
it's very informative
Very
on
informative.
what's happening in the news and what's going on
Tell it!
in these 29
Woo!
weeks that the Orange Man has been president.
Woo!
Can I get an amen?
A man and a woman too. Don't forget to check out my online apparel
I know
store.
that's right.
Don't forget to check out my online apparel store called Straight Hair and Fashions and More. Go to straighthairandfashionsandmore.com. Thank you for watching or listening, depending on what platform my eyes watered up.
Y'all tune in whenever y'all can,
depending on what platform you're currently using.
Crazy out there.
Follow my podcast on Straight Hair. Damn, I can't see. straighthair.castle.com for video podcast. Straighthair.castos.com for video podcasts. And straighthairandpodcast.buzzsprout.com
for
audio podcasts. I'm also on Spotify, YouTube, and several other platforms. Make sure you go to YouTube, subscribe, and press the like button and press put some comments in. Watch a whole video on YouTube. And also, we're on 14 different platforms, plus Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Also
17. So,
I can't count.
Here's my co-host, Tasha. I'm your host, AC.
AC, whoo, thank you so much for that episode of that knowledge. I appreciate it. Whoo.
Talk to you later.
My blood pressure rising.
We'll see you on a regular episode tomorrow. On the next episode. Talk to you later.
Hey.
Peace.